guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about my hair update, my hair transplant that I did in Istanbul, Turkey back in July 2019. So it has been 8 months, just shy of 8 months since my surgery. So guys, before I get into this video, I'm going to show you the before and after so you can get to see the full results in all its glory before I even explain the course, why I did it, where I did it. So the actual procedure I did with Longevita. They are an Istanbul-based company, but they do have consultations in London. I went about arranging the booking first by reaching through the website. If you want any further details, you can use the link below. Also, if you use my name, if you do decide to go through with the procedure, you can get a discount. They do seasonal discounts as well. You will be able to get whichever is greater at the time of your procedure. I initially saw a video from Paige when she did her transplant, which prompted me to look into Longevita following that video, but I never, this was in 2018 actually. I did the consultation in 2018, I think 2017, 2018. I did do the initial consultation with Longevita, but nothing ever came of it. Then in 2019, I decided, what the heck, I am going to do this. Just a little bit of backstory. When I was younger, in my teens, I used to have this hairstyle where I took this section, I'll just tie a knot. I also used to do this slick back up in one, pull it up, and then give me that cat eye look. I don't know where I was going with that, but that literally destroyed my edges. Then I started to wear the sew-ins, and then the sewing, because my edges were already fragile, it did not help the situation. So again, my edges were just for the taking. Yes guys, so that is the backstory of my hair history, of my edges and my struggles. I tried everything under the sun. I tried castor oil. I even shaved, at one point I shaved the sides of my head off because I was wearing wigs. I was like, okay, if I shave it off, it will probably give me a little bit more growth on the sides. That did not work. I found coping mechanisms to help me. I know Paige said that she used to do mascara and stuff like that, but again, her hair texture and my hair textures are completely different, so that wouldn't have worked for me. Thank you for that video, because there's not much videos on black women, black females doing hair transplant videos with similar textures so you can like compare and contrast. So I'm hoping this video you can kind of gauge like if you have similar hair textures, or it just gives you that extra confidence. Just go for it, because although me and Paige are not the same hair texture, I just decided like I just had enough and let me try it because I was at my wit's end. I'm just glad that I took the plunge. In terms of pricing, it cost me £1,190 to do the actual procedure. They do have an option to add the hotel and transfer as well to that, which I took. So everything came up to 1,420. So that is the procedure, which was 1,190, and then the hotel for the few nights and the shuttle service. I booked the flight separately, which came up to around £800 for 2 people. We had a 9 AM and a 10 AM. So the 9 AM appointment, we went in, the doctor discussed the procedure, and then the doctor said that she needed to take a sample of the donor area to make sure it's healthy. I had to come back at 10 AM, which she said everything was fine, and then they proceeded to do the procedure. So we went into the room. They already shaved off a little bit of the donor area, but then they shaved off the whole donor area that they were going to take the hair from. Do the injections to numb the area. From a scale of 1 to 10, it was definitely an 8.5, maybe a 9. So when they took the grafts, so they took about 2,000 grafts, and then they proceeded to implant the grafts in the front section, and you can feel it just made like a little, I don't know how to explain the sound. It's like a crunch, like a small crunch when they're injecting the grafts into the front. The procedure lasted about 4 to 5 hours. Within that time, they do give you lunch, and then they start again, and then you're finished. Prior to the actual procedure itself, when the doctor's asking you what you want. So she drew out my hairline for me. So basically the only difference with my hairline is the front. I used to have a wedder peak, so I asked the doctor if she could bring my hairline a bit forward to meet the wedder peak so it flushes, which is one of the best things, along with having edges again. So after the procedure, they went through the aftercare, which was no touching, no leaning forward, no friction, nothing around the surface area to pull on the grafts, anything like that, and you have to sleep on your back. I was a bit like, to the don't apply anything to your forehead, because in other videos that I've watched, I've noticed that people have like a bandage, and I was a bit like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a scarf and I gently wrapped it around. Although they say people are used to seeing people walking around, I don't think they're used to seeing many women walking around with their head looking jacked up. And as soon as I got to the hotel, I took it off, but there was a few grafts that came out. But I wasn't worried because some of the grafts would drop out anyway naturally. So we had an extra day after the surgery in Turkey, and then we had to go for a post checkup, which was the same day as our travel back home. When we got to the clinic, they sat us in the waiting area, and a guy came and put cream on your head to loosen up the scabs. After that, they took you into a back room, applied the shampoo to wash the area. After they proceeded to wash the area off, then I went back, sat in the waiting area, and then they went through the aftercare. So they advised that you need to use the cream and the shampoo. The cream is for 1 week, and then the shampoo is, you continue using the shampoo for 21 days. I believe it's 21 days. So yeah, so I was like, okay, cool, easy enough. My recovery, 3 months in, I still had numbness in my forehead, well, in this area here. It was due to the fact, I think it was due to the fact when I was going through the procedure, I had to ask them to inject me some more in this area because it was very painful when they were injecting the grafts. But the sides were fine, the numbness went within a month or so. So my thoughts and advice is go with someone if you can. Trust me, go with someone if you can. Mentally prepare yourself because it is a journey that is very slow. So mentally prepare yourself for it. Take time off work if you can. So when you're traveling, you have your holiday period, but try and extend it to a few weeks or so. Book a few days after your surgery so that you can, when you do your post-op checkup, you still have a few days after before you can even travel. Also, I want to add, you're not allowed to go to the gym when you do this procedure because you sweat. Obviously the strain of it and having to pull down, bend down, they try and tell you to avoid that. For me, I didn't go back to the gym for 2 months, maybe longer. In ending, I want to say that I'm very happy that I made the choice that I made to do the procedure. Results speak for itself. I'm loving the results so far. It's only been 8 months and already my hair is thicker in the sides. The extra bit that I got in the front is also thick as well. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If I forget to answer any of your questions, please drop a comment below, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video.